Hi, my name is Greg Canty, and I'd like to welcome you to the Win Happy podcast. I love chatting to people from all walks of life about their lives and their careers, about the choices they make along the way to pursue their happiness, and what winning actually means to them. I hope you enjoy these conversations as much as I do. Thanks for listening. On today's podcast, I bring you a conversation that I had with Garry McCarthy outside a busy beer house in Berlin during the Berlin Film Festival, where the movie Christy won the Grand Prix of the Generation 14 Plus category. While Garry didn't have a starring role in the movie, you could say he was the biggest star, because his tireless work as the founder and creative director of the Kabin Studio for years and years can be seen in the performances of some of the main actors, as well as the spirit that runs through the whole film. Danny Power, who plays the main character in the movie Christy, came from the Kabin, as well as Jamie Forde, Darren Stewart, Cara Cullen, and many of the supporting cast. Much of the music you hear in the movie and is available in the soundtrack came directly from the Kabin Studio. The movie captures the real stories of life for many young people in the northside of Cork City, and Garry has witnessed these stories for years. Through his work at the Kabin, he empowers young people through music and creativity to find their voices, build their confidence, and to feel safe. He says, when you have the right people around you, you can be steered in the right direction. Garry is one of those very special people. Let's hear from Garry, the star of the movie Christy. Christy opens in Irish cinemas at the end of August. What the hell are you doing in Berlin?
I don't know. I'm after getting lost. Where's the bus back to Cork, please?
Where's the bus back to Cork?
I know.
From Portugal to Berlin. Where next, Garry?
Who knows? Who knows? Whether it's with Christy or with the Kabin crew, who knows? Or maybe a holiday. I could do with a holiday, Greg. So I'm Garry McCarthy, and I am the founder and creative director of the Kabin Studio.
Yeah.
I'm a songwriter, music producer, youth workshop facilitator. Basically, I love making songs with young people, helping them to empower themselves through music, find their voice, and just nurture their talents and just be creative, mainly through music and other forms of like digital media and acting and things like that. So yeah, that's who I am, that's what I do.
Yeah, and of course we're here for the premiere of Christy at the Berlin LA Film Festival. Mm-hmm. But when I say that, the listeners are going to think, okay, the films are going to be shown. But you've kind of done something a little bit different with the festival this year. People didn't just witness the film, did they?
Yes, we were at two showings. The kind of premiere, what would you even call yesterday? It was like the main premiere. It was the premiere of Christy itself. But we got some of the young people who are acting in Christy, who also happen to be rappers and musicians and singers. They performed to kick the show off. So yeah, I think it was just a way to give the audience a sense of that there's more to Christy than just, okay, there's a bunch of actors here making a really beautiful piece and powerful and emotive piece, but there's a community behind it. There's a community of creatives, all from the same community, all from the same place in the north side of Cork City, mostly around Knocknaheeny. And a lot of them are involved in a space called the Kabin Studio. So I think it was another opportunity for us to kind of put what we do on the map internationally as well, just to an international audience, just to show that there's something cool that's happening in Cork and it's involving young people in rap and creativity. So take a listen,
Yeah, it felt like it was an important thing to do at the start of both shows.
Yeah.
For the audience that was listening, and of course you would have got a lot from watching the film.
Yeah.
But I think we surprised everyone with those two performances. Okay, this is lovely. Some young people are giving this a fun time, whatever. But then, as the film starts, they're kind of going, "Oh Jesus, this is actually all connected."
Hello, my name is Darren Stewart. My stage name is Tiny, and I am here with some of the cast from Christy. What you will find out is that we're all musicians. So basically, you might have heard of this little place called the Kabin Studio or the Kabin Crew from the song that went viral last year called The Spark over the summer, or not last year, over the summer. But So we're basically just gonna kick it off with a little performance free. So yeah, let's do it. So beforehand, I'm just gonna teach you something. I just want you to sing along with us. So when I say, do you like what we do? I want you to all say, yeah, boy. Do you think you could do that for me? Okay, guys, let's try it, okay? Do you like what we do?
Yeah, boy!
Thank you guys, love you all so much. Let's hit the music, man. Let's hit the music. Do you like what we do? Yeah, boy! Wanna be in the crew? Yeah, boy! Wanna hear something new? Yeah, boy! We're gonna blow off the roof? Yeah, boy! Do you like what we do? Yeah, boy! Wanna be in the crew? Yeah, boy! Wanna hear something new? Yeah, boy! We're gonna blow off the roof?
Yeah, boy! Maybe some of keep it some I'm so bored, but I can't talk to a pillow. When I start to write, the beats I be killing. I can never lose because I'm always winning. I'm from Fairbury, it's the place to be. Where the boys are cool and the girls are mean. You love to rub on a bike, wanna run and green. I said my house, well I'm trying to go to sleep.
Vroom, vroom, they're going down the back road while I be waiting, sick raps, chilling that boy.
Yes, and that they can kind of see, and even in the film you see them actually rapping in the film as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a lot of it is based on truth. Like a lot of it is based on real stories that come from that community. Do you know, the tough stories, but also I think the most powerful thing is the community aspect of the film, whether it's in the storyline or whether it's in the background. That people up there are so sound and so supportive and good fun and very caring and nurturing, and it was nice to be able to put that on the stage as well, get them to perform some of their tracks and how they back each other up when they're performing as well, you know.
And you see those stories walking into you every single day with the young kids, don't you?
Yeah, and look, I think things like rap, songwriting, poetry, it's a way to tackle them, it's a way to talk about them. And not even that, I guess the Kabin Studio space itself, it's a place that we give some of the young people kind of their own initiative to kind of say, for example, what colour the paint on the wall should be, what pictures should be in the picture frame, so they have a sense of ownership there, which means that they feel a sense of safety and security there, and with that it allows them to be themselves, you know, as if it's like almost like their own bedroom. They can kind of design it, and that they feel like they won't be judged for being who they are, and also telling their stories, you know, whether it's just through normal conversations with the tutors or whether it's through songs, you know.
And the different characters in the movie,
yeah,
which of them came from the cabin? It's a big long list.
There's a bit of a list, like the lead role, Danny Power. I would have worked with Danny since maybe 2012, 2013, initially through a youth project called The Hut in Granabraher, just down the road. And then Danny got involved in our summer camps up in the cabin. So Danny's essentially being one of the original people involved in the cabin since he was a young teenager. Jamie Forde, who plays Robot, similar, met him at the Hut, and now he's like the king of the cabin. He's iconic. Tiny, another
who isn't tiny anymore,
who is not tiny anymore. No,
we have a branding issue.
That's
Garry.
the thing. But Tiny also, who plays Ferret. Sophia, who plays what's her? Joey is her name. Who has Cara, of course. Cara, who is a very big role, like, and the youngest it would be Sophia, and the oldest then would be Danny. You know, so there's like 5 main. But with that, then, like, you know, even watching the film, I saw so many people who are linked or connected with the cabin as extras and who had little roles, and even like Boney, he's one of my friends for the last, one of my good close friends, best friends over 20 years, and I don't know him through the cabin, but the work that we would have done would have inspired what the cabin is all about. So, you know, he's a rapper. I used to record songs with him and for him, so I think a lot of the experiences that I had with Boney, when I'm like 3 years older than Boney, so when I was like 18 or 19, he would have been 15, 16, so I would have been recording a younger person, so I guess my kind of workshop skills kind of started bubbling around there, working with someone who's younger than me to help them to create their music. So that work then, I guess, inspired the Kabin. So it's class even just to see Boney involved. But all these people that I just mentioned, like none of them attended acting classes or anything like that growing up. But I guess it's all through music and performance and rap. That's what helped them make the transition to the big screen.
And in a way, could you say that was one big acting class?
In a sense, yeah, and I actually say it all the time in workshops. I say, like, rapping it's just like acting except with a beat. It's just like acting with rhythm.
Yeah.
Do you know? That's what it is. And if you can rap really well with real emotion, then acting is just lose the rhythm and make it more conversational. Then, you know, I'm not an expert on acting at all, but that's how I interpret it.
Here, put your hand there, will ya?
In Robin shit.
No, but collect it for on a night, you clown. Just lift that pallet out for us.
I nearly have it out, boys. Come on.
It's going straight into the bottom. Straight.
Well, let the shades catch you with that, lads. What a chance, boy.
What are they going to do? Arrest the kid in the winter for robbing door?
Light it up, smoke it up, pour a little tipple in my cup. I grip my fingers, take it up, it's up, it's all out the spliff. Leaky lips and sink the coffin chip. Coughing up a lung from hot boxing, this sarcophagus. The pickies wanna come and watch them linking up like sausages. Done me for a gram of green, the greedy cunt them out list. Ponder days when I was banging speak up, can't ketamine. Fried a cup of chemicals with dodgy tabs of LSD. Baggy in my sock, less than check me if I'm caught. You know I was on free until they stopped me. Should've put it in my jocks, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. No accounting for the cops. Guess I'm up there, the clock to put some money in the poor box. Shot with the nice lines or something.
And when it comes down to acting, you have a little role yourself?
I had a little cameo role as well. I'm the only person, I think, in it who plays myself. Although I'm called Gary in the show, but my name is spelled with one R in the show, but I'm spelled with two R. So technically I'm playing a different Gary, but yeah, I have a little cameo in the barber shop and a little very embarrassing dance cameo at the barbecue as well. I had a feeling the camera was on me and I was just like, I'm just going to dance for the crack, just do something stupid. I didn't realise that they were going to use it, but hopefully it gives a couple of people a chuckle anyway when they see it.
You were saying brought tears to my eyes.
It is, thank you. That was not intended, but I'm glad to hear it brought out some sort of emotion.
And for you watching the film,
yeah,
you know, can you even be objective about it?
Yes and no, I guess. I think watching the film, I can't help that it hits me emotionally in two ways. The first way initially is just realising, like, my God, look at the amount of young people and young adults now who are involved in this, that have come through some of the workshops that we would have done at the Kabin Studio. That was really emotional. Like, that almost brought me to tears watching it on the big screen. And when we went to the cast and crew screening, seeing everyone there, it's like, I'm so connected to a good chunk, whether it's 20% of the people that are 30% of the people that are in the audience. Like, fuck, this is a group of friends and people that I would have mentored, or even some people who have almost like mentored me in ways. And so watching it, seeing these young people and friends on the big screen, that was emotional. What a cool story for the community, like, and not just the community of, say, like the northside, but a community of friends. Then, like, the storyline in it touches on so many things that I would have experienced through the work that I've done through the years, and not through my own kind of personal experiences. Like, I'm very lucky in a sense how I'd have pretty solid upbringing, you know, but, you know, I work closely with people who've been through the foster care system, people who've dealt with deaths and loss and suicide and things like that, and all of that is touched on in the film, and it's a very real representation of life. I'm not even going to say the north side, it's everywhere. It's a real representation of every community. Everyone has to deal with the stuff that goes on that's touched on in the film.
Yeah, so everything we experience in the film, you've experienced at different moments in the Kabin.
Yeah, I've experienced through the work that I've done in the Kabin and other youth projects around the city down through the years. Most of my work now is focused on the Kabin, really, like, but it's very real, it's very raw, it's very honest, but it's very touching as well. And it kind of goes to show that, like, when when you've the right people around you, you can be steered in such a very positive direction. But at the same time, if you've the fucking wrong people around you, and you could be the nicest kid in the world, but like with the wrong influence, you could lead you down really, really dark paths. You know.
So the movie is a way for a lot of people to start asking about the Kabin and talking about the Kabin, but that's not the only thing. Come on, recently there's been an awful lot more than that.
Well, there was a yes with the song "The Spark" that went viral over the summer. That's kind of catapulted the Kabin on an international stage. Got billions of views on like TikTok and millions and millions on Spotify and stuff like that. So yeah, it was completely unexpected. It was just another one of the songs that we make at a workshop, and we just put it out so the world can hear it and enjoy it.
And how many of those songs have you made?
Literally hundreds. it could be over 1,000 in all these years. It could be. I don't. Maybe it's definitely in the hundreds. But but obviously we put a bit more time and effort into that one. But you know, we never expected it to do what it did. You know, and even when we saw the numbers increasing big time online, and people were contacting us saying, when are you releasing this? When is it coming out? And people were actually illegally uploading it to Spotify. The Spark ended up on Spotify before we released this. So I was like, okay, we actually have to release this. Like, we had no intention of monetizing it or anything like that. So we learned a lot in the process, but I think it's taught me a lot about, okay, I really have to look at what is the Kabin all about. Are we going to turn the Kabin into like a sub-label now where we're going to start releasing stuff, or, you know, will this change what we do? But I was like, no, it can help and empower what we're doing already, but it can't really change what we're doing at its core. So throughout the summer we got lots of festival opportunities, and you know, the Spark obviously got really popular, and so a lot of people were aware of the kids in the Spark. But what I wanted the world to see, or the people that goes to festivals to see, it's so much more than just the kids. Yes, the kids are amazing, and the reason why the Spark got so big, because those kids in the video and the song are incredible. They are incredible, and they're infectious, and they're positive, but it's like, we need to show the world that these kids are also inspired by the teenagers and the young adults that are involved in the Kabin. So if we're going on tour, we're all going on tour. Do you know what I mean? If we're going to Electric Picnic,
we're all in.
We're not just bringing the 12 kids in the Spark and the 7 that are in the List Varna crew as well. We're bringing 30 on a bus. We're showing Tiny, we're showing Mishnah, Jamie, you know, Kabin, Spark, all these equally talented young people. We're showing what they can do as well.
Yeah, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of kids who come in there and they'll come in for a few months, do the bit of rap, do the bit of dancing, do the bit of drawing or whatever they do. They'll never be on a screen, or they'll never get something recorded, but the experience for them will be just as valuable as for any of these guys.
And that's the thing, when people ask me what is the Kabin all about, yes, it's a studio, yes, it's, well, you know, it's kind of halfway between a studio and a youth project without being either. And yes, our main thing is making songs and music, but really at its core, it's a place where you can build confidence and feel safe in your identity through creativity. It's the confidence, I think, at its core. That's what I hope the Kabin gives to people, even if it's young people who decide to not become a rapper or not become a singer or work in the music industry, but that the experiences that they have will, I don't know, just empower them to have a bit more confidence in their creativity and just thinking outside the box, whether no matter what industry or direction they go in life, you know, that they have that experience of even just being on a stage. Like all the kids that we've brought to festivals, they're all so confident on stage. So like naturally, a lot of them now are just very confident to speak in public. So like they could be working in office jobs in the future, and they're going to be the ones doing the presentations, you know, things like that. Or they could be working in sales, or they could be designers, they could be event organizers. Who knows what the direction that they go? But hopefully the Kabin may have helped with that progression, you know.
Yeah, so the truth, well, you did get your hair cut on screen, and you did do your little bit of DJing on screen. You were all over it.
I was all over it.
You were in all of the characters. So
yeah,
you were, in all fairness to you.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well done, Gary. It was amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a million.
Cheers. We'll be going. It's on fucking prison here.
Nice one.
Yeah, we're doing this interview outside the beer house in Berlin, and it's very cool.
We can see snow literally on the tables at the moment.
Yeah, thanks a million.
No bother.
I remember back when doing homework was my only task then. Sitting down eating dinner with my dad, still poking out his fake teeth. Man, just getting laughing straight out the door. Used to hop over the bush, dirt bikes in the green, tire marks by the foot. The boys brought a ball so I'd play it in the net, and I'd jump for the top cause I'd save it. Like check this scrawny kid wearing gloves too big, scrappy little fella bit like a toothpick. It was a mad laugh, chilling when it's nice out. No tops on a nightcap till it's lights out. Not Mahini resident, got street intelligence. The people around here can put you to shame. There's no equivalent, speak with no ignorance. Got your gobsmacked like a hook to your face.
What is the sound of the north side? What? Who keeps it loud in the north side? Who? Always stay proud in the north side. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, that's how we do it in Cork. That's how we do it in Cork, kid. That's how we do it in Cork. That's how we do it in Cork, kid.
What's the crack, kid? I'm pulling skids in the chair every day, live with no fear. I'm a local celebrity. You'll never get me out of here, no. That's my community, the people that I care about. Farnree, Nash is boring. Fairhill, Fairfield is fiends on the scene and the green when the sun's out. Get the guns out when they see the wheels coming. The neighbours run down for a knuckle dust. Don't be talking double dutch. Be straight up or get a belt in my knuckle dust. Be sound, cause I'm the boss, man. You don't wanna get turn marks on your socks, man. Even in the chair, I run the place and the shades. Now the Norries, they love the blaze. I'm fun and night, it's like a Northside festival. So yours better be wheelchair accessible.
What is the sound of the north side? What? Who keeps it loud in the north side? Who? Always stay proud in the north side. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, that's how we do it in Cork. That's how we do it in Cork, kid. That's how we do it in Cork. That's how we do it in Cork, kid.
Younger days, wish I could rewind time and go back to younger days. Wish I could rewind time.
Not a Kevin the wall, just living life easy. Couple of Colini, not Mahini. That's me in the bucket hat. Get a sushi from the shop, used to suck with that. So hot that I wear with my flip flops. Gotta speak up, blare with some mishnock. Whip up, just chillin', making TikToks. All I want is my Holly and some hip hop. I be causing a scene like candy with the crew on set. These lights are fancy. I love the camera though, so that's handy. Saying cheese, pointed at me, don't doubt me, cause I'm small boy. Wish I could be in the camera rapping all night. Gotta be in bed by 9, but it's alright, cause I get to wake up again
In the north side, in the north side, in the north side. What is the sound of the north side? What? Who keeps it loud in the north side? Who? Always stay proud in the north side. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, that's how we do it in Cork. That's how we do it in Cork, kid. That's how we do it in Cork. That's how we do it in Cork, kid.
Thank you for listening to the When Happy podcast, which has been brought to you by Fusion Communications. If you'd like to get in touch, feel free to send me an email at greg@fusion.ie. So until next time, take it easy.